Hello Mabu, hi. Welcome back to my Rant House series, and oh boy, this one here will strengthen you, Barney fans, and today, I'm gonna rant on videos of Barney with bad words. I don't need to explain too much of it before I start this video, so without further ado, let's roll up to the rant. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, start. Are you kidding me right now? People on social media, Barney with bad words is hands down one of the worst things ever to come out of the anti-Barney crowd. Barney was created to teach kids love, kindness, and learning through music. He's supposed to be a safe and positive role model for preschoolers. And then some people thought it would be funny to take this innocent purple dinosaur and throw a bunch of curse words into his songs and shows. That's not funny. That's not even creative at all. That's just plain disrespectful. Let me tell you the truth. All these so-called edits where Barney swears like a sailor aren't clever parodies. They're lazy, low effort, shock value. Anyone can slap a few bad words on top of something wholesome and call it comedy. But that doesn't take skill. It takes no imagination at all. And even worse, it corrupts a character who was meant to bring joy and safety to children. Imagine a little kid clicking on one of these videos thinking it's going to be Barney singing I love you, but instead they hear him spitting out nasty words. That's not humor, that's harmful. And don't even start with the classic it's just a parody excuse. Sure, parody is allowed, in some cases, but that doesn't erase the damage. This so-called trend has spread online and become part of the wider toxic anti-Barney culture, where people think it's funny to bully or mock something good just because it's uncool. That's not satire. That's just immaturity. You're not proving anything except that you don't respect the purpose of children's shows. Okay then, now I'm gonna do deeper one. Now, where did this trend even come from? Well, some so-called parody creators thought it would be edgy to take this friendly purple dinosaur and have him curse like a sailor. The idea was, haha, isn't it hilarious to take something innocent and corrupt it? But no, all it did was disrespect a show that genuinely meant a lot to millions of kids worldwide. Barney wasn't just entertainment. It was designed to teach preschoolers how to share, how to be kind, how to sing, dance, and learn in a joyful way. Twisting that into a crude joke just shows immaturity. I mean seriously, people, think about the audience. Barney was for little children, ages 2 to 5. Preschoolers, they're in their most impressionable years, and even if the parody wasn't aimed at kids, you know that some curious kid on YouTube might stumble across it. Imagine a 3-year-old who loves Barney suddenly seeing their favorite dinosaur swearing up a storm. That can be confusing, scary, and harmful. These videos aren't just dark humor, they're just plain irresponsible. And let's not forget, a lot of parents and educators were rightfully upset about this trend, because Barney may have been mocked by older audiences, but for the kids who actually grew up with him, he was a safe space. He was about unconditional love. I love you, you love me wasn't just a song, it was the entire philosophy of the show. And these bad word videos tried to turn that symbol of joy into a punchline. The result, a toxic meme that contributed to the endless cycle of Barney hate. It's the same unoriginal let's hate on Barney because he's too happy nonsense that adults have been doing since the 1990s. For me, as a Catholic, it feels like a cheap attempt to strip away something pure, almost like when the world mocks faith itself for being too innocent or too optimistic. But we know that Christ called us to have childlike hearts, according to Matthew chapter 18 verse 3. Barney's message was aligned with that, simple, joyful, and pure. Here's the thing. Good humor doesn't need to punch down at children's media. If you're so desperate for laughs that you have to corrupt a preschool show just to get reaction, maybe the problem isn't Barney. Maybe the problem is your lack of creativity and bad temper. There's a difference between a clever parody and just slapping swear words onto a character to shock people. Spoiler alert. Shock value wears off fast. Real humor takes skill. So, to wrap this up, Barney with bad words was just a plain old trash trend. It didn't make Barney any less valuable, but it did show how lazy and tasteless some corners of the internet can be. If you don't like Barney, fine, just don't watch it. But don't ruin it for the kids who still love it. or for the adults who cherish the good memories. Barney stood for love, kindness, and joy, 3 things the world still needs a lot more of. As well, for the adults who cherish the good memories. As a Catholic, I believe we're called to protect what is good, pure, and uplifting. And that's the end of this rant, folks. If you made it this far, thank you for listening to me pour my heart out on this nonsense. Remember, parody is fine, humor is fine, but crossing the line into corrupting what was meant to be pure and innocent is never okay. As a Roman Catholic, I firmly believe that children's joy and innocence should always be guarded, not mocked for cheap laughs. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and write down your thoughts in the comments. Thanks again for watching, and always remember, love, kindness, and innocence aren't weaknesses, they're gifts from God, and they're what truly make us strong. Until then, over and out for now. See you in the next video.